1985, Kenner released a new toy line, M.A.S.K, the Mobile Armored Strike Command. In early 2025, the loyal subjects announced it would be bringing the classic 80s toy line back, with a toy line featuring reissues of original series vehicles with all new action figures. At New York Comic Con 2025, John Warden gave BWTF an exclusive early look at the first wave of M.A.S.K in action, including demonstrating their transformations and action features. This was done during the waning hours of the convention, so unfortunately some interruptions and noise were inevitable. Okay, take it away, John.
Hey everybody, John Warden here for Loyal Subjects. We've got some exciting news. All of the M.A.S.K stuff is tooled up and ready to ship. We went to China to make sure that this was exactly as fans remember, and better yet, all this stuff is going to be arriving to you by Christmas time. So before you have a chance to get it in your hands, I wanted a chance to demonstrate some of this stuff for you guys and show you exactly how cool all this new M.A.S.K stuff is. Let's take a look. First up, we have the Condor. This is a classic vehicle that everybody remembers and it's probably lost in a lot of people's sandboxes. What you got here is a great motorcycle, comes with Brad Turner and his awesome M.A.S.K, but because it's Loyal Subjects, we've included two M.A.S.Ks, including the rare long M.A.S.K, and now we've included special blast effect parts on the front. You can easily remove it. Let's check out this figure first. He's got added articulation. As you can see here, there's more action in the legs. The arms also have ball and socket joints so that you can get lots of cool poses that you weren't able to do in the 80s, including climbing in and out of vehicles. The head deco's pretty awesome, very, very detailed, small, and the heads actually are rotating on a small ball and socket joint, which is also innovative for this new range as opposed to the old ones. Let's have a look. This guy pops right into the cockpit, like so. And you can place his helmet on him. Wheels roll. And we've included new blast effect parts that allow you to set this guy up on your shelf. But when you're ready to take to the skies, as Brad Turner's known to do, with just a few flips of the switch, you can see here. Let's see. Take a close look at this awesome part that we worked really hard on. You guys might remember that there's a small cannon that pops up. Have a close-up look at that. Pops right up. And it goes back down too when you push that down. So it's concealed, so you go from covert to overt. Once it pops up, we have a small blast effect piece that can put on here for posing or photographs. So you can, make a big action scene, if you will. Pop Brad in that cockpit. Oop. The helicopter wings pop up. Everything has nice clutch power and weight. One of the things you'll notice here is the color is exact. This is because we scanned it directly off of the original toy. We've added some marked details you might notice on the sides here, but the color and the resin quality itself is exactly as the original, right down to the exact weight of the plastic. So that's Condor. Next up, we have the original, Matt Tracker with the Thunderhawk. This might be one of the most iconic 80s vehicles. And Matt Tracker himself, I think he's iconic in his own right. When I worked on G.I. Joe, I even brought him into the G.I. Joe team. You can see here, it comes with the Spectrum mask, and it comes with two versions. There's your iconic version that you might remember from the classic TV, comic book series, and toy. But he also has a long mask version with a cool beam effect. Nice and detailed. Let's take a look at this vehicle really quickly before we jump into some of the awesome features. So you can see here that we match the color exactly. This is because when I went to China, I actually handed them a sample of the toy and told them that our desire as loyal subjects was to match it exactly. Not just in color, but in plastic weight and resin quality. So some of you guys might know, if you're toy collectors, some of that resin quality over the years has changed. We were able to source a resin quality, you can see that has really pure hue, as well as like thickness and weight. So if you check this guy out, there are some notable differences. We've got side view mirrors on here that actually have a little painted silver on the inside. And it's some of these little details that really put it up over the top. I think that one of the things that catches your eye exactly right away is the back metallization. We kept this exactly from the original because we last time we spoke to you guys, we knew how important this was to you, and we made sure that we added this detail. So let's check out this awesome and iconic vehicle. First up, with the push of a button, the wings pop right up. When you pull these guys out, you notice that we've repaired that pesky droop problem. No more are these things going to be folding down. We've got a pretty good spring in there, and we've redesigned the internal mechanism. When you flip this guy around, you can see that the engines are revealed, and just like the original, you can load those bombs into the bottom. If you're ready to take it back to Miles Mayhem, you can deliver a special delivery for them just by pressing these back tail buttons. Check it out. Pretty cool, right? There's something about those 80s features, it's just impossible to improve upon. So when you look at this thing, it's got lots of good features. The designer who was working at the Loyal Subjects before me even went in and tuned in those hubcaps. Look at those. And they've got rubber tires too, which is nice and exciting for fans that are into that type of detail. You look at Matt here, he's able to fit comfortably into that cockpit. Get in there, little buddy. Let's get his legs out straight so he can fit in. Oh boy. I'm gonna need some glasses. I think like the rest of you guys, I'm starting to lose my vision. Might need those readers soon. Not Matt Tracker. He's got the supervision. Let's see if I can get this thing to snap in. There's a very small, you can see here, there's a very small clasp that allows you to latch the seatbelt. That's what I was struggling with. So you can see that right there. And you've got these blast effect parts that allow you to place them onto the back just like that. So if you want to, get some fishing line or whatnot, have these guys ready to go. Oh, they're not staying in right now, but you get the picture. Let me see if I can get them in there. And then it goes back into car mode, just as easy as it popped into covert mode. Ready to roll into action.
I don't remember a thing.
Next up, we have the high-tech helicopter. For all of you vintage fans, you might remember that this was called the Switchblade. Like many toys, we have trademark issues, but we're trying to replicate the package and the feeling of the 80s as much as possible. Right down to that glossy package. You've got a nice painting wash art on here. This is straight from the original, as well as all of the graphics which have been modernized and replicated. On the back, we have all the great features called out, and you can see everything is very similar to the original. And I think the reason why I wanted to bring this out is just to give you a sense of how physically big the package is. And this makes a great background for your collection for all of you M.A.S.K collectors out there. Let's dive into the products. Next up, we have the high-tech helicopter with Miles Mayhem. But I'm proud to announce that Miles is not the only member of M.A.S.K that we're going to be bringing to the squad. Loyal Subjects is going to be creating awesome versions of the Piranha with sly racks, as well as the Jackhammer with Cliff Dagger. More to come on those. I'm working on the designs right now and have lots of cool details to share with you guys very soon. But before we do that, let's dive into the coolest vehicle, a villain vehicle of the 80s anyway, the Switchblade, aka the high-tech helicopter. It has great features like the original helicopter propelling action. Some of you guys may have flown this guy around your backyard, which I think is a perfect thing to do as a grown-up now. But with just a few snaps of a button, this guy will transform into an awesome jet fighter. Let's see if I can do this in one snap. All right, let's get that guy down.
Bodie told me to bring home what I could, but you know.
These guys are ready to take it into action. You can see all those things automatically pop out. Really, really cool. It's got all of those awesome electroplated elements that really bring this guy to life and pop out all of the cool features. This guy really gives it that cool 80s look. So as you look at this guy, he's got awesome laser beams here in the front as well, and I think that can be accented by the fact that you've got these blast effect parts they can attach on. And you still have that great 80s bomb drop feature. So if you're not into dropping bombs, you can also add a blast effect onto the bottom. It keys right into this piece as well. And this is a perfect opportunity to show you another small detail that we've added. The signature engines, as you remember from the cartoon show, this guy and the comic books, as he flew away, there's some great engine features in the back. So it looks really cool on your shelf. And really you get a sense of how massive this thing really is. When you pop open that canopy, check out that classic 80s orange. That's specific because when I went to China, I actually gave them my copy and sacrificed it for the team so that we could get this guy exactly right, both in plastic weight and in color, luster, and quality. You can see there he fits in nice and comfortably. That's the high-tech helicopter. And then last but not least, we have none other than the MDU, aka to you 80s fans, the Rhino, the second most popular semi-truck of the 1980s. Or, if you're a big fan of M.A.S.K like me, maybe the first. You can't argue with that awesome purple color scheme. Plus, if you look at this guy, he's got great back metallization, it's extremely eye-catching, and it's got rubber tires, great deco all the way through it. It comes with an array of items, including Brusato, matte tracker, 2 masks for each, and each one of them with unique blast effects and parts. It comes with smokestack effects that you can place onto your vehicle. So if you want to have this thing displayed on your shelf, doing some heavy hauling, you sure can. And then it also comes with a bonus feature, which is this little working winch. It's pretty cool. Wheels in and out, which is a lot of fun, and that can hook into the back of the vehicle. There we go. So this guy's going to roll into action. Now it's time for some mobile headquarters action. Check it out. You've got the moon rover. Bruce can pop right in there and go for a little ride. And now he's got a little bit of a winch that can help out the crew. Just as you remember, this thing pops open and snaps. Let's check it out. Let's see that again. Maybe slow motion. And last but not least, whoa. You might want to get a picture video of this.
They're serving pizza.
Watch your back, I like that.
What's this van?
You want me to do it one more time? All right, that's it. Oh, should I show these two? Probably. Hold on.
And that was your exclusive first look at the upcoming M.A.S.K toys in action. You can pre-order these toys using the links in the description below. Special thanks to Ben Montano and John Warden from the Loyal Subjects for making this video possible, and thank you to all the fans who continue to support the work I do. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like below and consider subscribing. Until next time, fans, may your luster never dull and your wires never cross.